Whoa, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. Shall we? Now that Tom Brady is officially a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he not only signed the contract today, he made it a team friendly contract. He basically left $10 million plus on the table, so that the team could be able to pick up other players to help the team. And once again, Tom Brady has shown you what? He's interested in one thing, and that one thing is winning. Nothing else interests Tom Brady. Tom Brady cares about one thing: winning. Yesterday, me, my buddy Chris, his son Gavin, we sat there and watched Tom versus Time from beginning to end, from one all the way to six. And all you saw in that whole video clip was a standard of excellence. That's all you saw, was a complete standard of excellence. And the standard of it is you can have your fun in between, but when you work, you work. Anybody believing that guy, after watching Tom versus Time, that human being right there takes shortcuts and cheat, that's just your inner hate. Nothing about that video says anything about a cheater. Nothing. And you're probably looking at this photo of Tom and Jameis Winston. It's kind of funny to me, and how ironic it is. It looked like Tom Brady is going, I'm going to need your keys. I'm going to need the Wi-Fi code. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to take my job. Hey, it was your job to keep. You didn't listen. And that, unfortunately, is how it played out. Jameis Winston threw for like 30 touchdowns and had 30 interceptions last season. Hey, it happens. But the reality of it is this: Jameis Winston went up to Tom Brady after getting hammered by the Patriots, and he wanted to know, how how do I get as good as you? How do I get better? And it was like one of the first times somebody has openly really wanted to learn right there on the spot from the man himself. And Tom Brady gave this man the blueprint and said, you know what? Here you go. Once they did that, do you know what happened? Jameis Winston listened to it for an entire year. Well, for the rest of that season, then stopped. He regressed. Didn't put the preparation in with the knowledge. You can have somebody that's super talented, that can run like a gazelle, make a huge amount of jumps and leaps and bounds. But when you don't have someone that's willing to make the sacrifice that comes along with it, they're not going to make it. You cannot skip the process. Have to do A, B, C, and D. As meticulous as it may sound, this is what keeps you grounded. So when you're in the big games like the Super Bowl, it's just like another day. You're just going through your progressions, and for everyone else, it's magic what's happening out there. But for you, you prepared for this 1,000 times. This is just another game where it's about inches and yards, and guys are supposed to do their jobs and holding people accountable. Now, what does this mean for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Now that Winston is out, Brady's in. Quite simple. You're freeing up money. Now Tom is taking $9 million in incentives. That means that $9 million, the other $10 million that he would have gotten instead of, the money he got, can be used and put in other places that they need to move around and get some things done. Within these 2 years, Brady is hoping for at least one Super Bowl. In 2 years, Brady is looking at a Super Bowl. Now, first things last. Not here. Offensive line. When you get Tom Brady, first thing should be on your list, offensive line. And when you look at the offensive line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you want to make sure you got all of the pieces in play that you need, because that's your prized possession. You cannot have Tom Brady missing games. This guy has played, I don't know how many games in a row for New England before they use a suspension to sit him out. He's an Iron Man, and you want to protect your Iron Man. Now, I know they got what's his name, Marpet, and guys like, I'm not really too stunned on Market and all these other guys, but their offensive line don't really, it don't jump off for me. And I think they're going to have to know Tom is not going to be running out of the pocket. They're going to have to do their job. It won't take Brady long to learn their playbook and their systems and codes and what they like to do. Now, they got Mike Evans, who's a great wide receiver, with Chris Goodwin. Being a great athletic wide receiver is only part of it. Being a great wide receiver is only going to be part of it. Hell, everybody's a great wide receiver at some point. But you got Jason Pierre-Paul coming back as linebacker. You got Sue, I believe, still on the team. What about your cornerbacks? Is Ronald Jones II the best running back you can get? I don't think Tom's done here. I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are done. Defensively, at cornerback, they can get better. Cameron Brady's got to grow up, and be what he can be. Justin Watson, I don't really know too much about him. OJ Howard has got to stop being just the guy in the locker room. He's got to step up and be something. The kicking game has got to get right. Linebacker position, I think they got pretty much covered. Alex Kappa is all right. He's a good guard. Whitehead is good at safety. He doesn't know everything though. He's got to get that under control. William Gostin is definitely out there, pretty good. So they got a couple of guys on the team that could probably make an impact, could probably win a starting job. But I don't know if they're Super Bowl ready yet. Because what Brady's going to want is practices. He don't care what was signed in no CBA. If you're a receiving core and you're on that offense, y'all need to be on point with what the plays are going to be. You need to be on point that you're dealing with a guy who's won 6 Super Bowls, who's been to 9. The majority of everybody on this team has not been to 1. He's won 6. And he's playing like he's never won one in his life. And he's going to show you how to be better. Now, where does this leave New England? Where does the Patriots go now that there's no Brady? Now, what was weird is that Patriot fans were trying to you know find out who was going to be the next quarterback. But the Patriot fans were definitely just saying, well, is Stidham is the guy we're going to? Is Belichick going to try to prove a point that he could put anybody at quarterback and win games? Is he going to try to prove that to Tom Brady by putting Stidham in there? If we get Jarrett Stidham in there, that 2019 fourth rounder, and we start him, is Belichick proving to Brady, I could win with anybody at quarterback, that you weren't that important? Patriot fans are starting to believe in the brainwash because they're confused. For the first time in Patriots fans' history, they are confused. Totally confused. They don't know who to root for. They don't. They are messed up. They're like, we want Tom to do well, but we're still riding with the Patriots. We're going to believe in the Belichick system. And, we have no reason to doubt Belichick. He's the guy that saw something in Brady. So we got to stay with Belichick. Okay. Jacoby Brissett, when he was with the when he was with the Patriots, he won what, 3 games out of 4 when they had him. When he stepped in for Tom for those 4 games, and he was 5-2 before he got hurt with the Colts. 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now, if they bring back Jacoby Brissett, he knows the plays, he knows the offense. He's someone that could win some games for the New England Patriots. But he's not going to jump off, he's not going to jump off the board. So he's still on the Colts roster. And I'm quite sure the Colts don't want to help New England any way, shape, or form. Now, Phillip Rivers, right? Phillip Rivers came in and took the 1-year deal with Indy, which shocked everybody. He was a shoe-in to go to Tampa. Then I guess their interest went elsewhere. I mean, hell, Phillip Rivers' family moved to Tampa. They moved to Florida for this reason. And Tom comes and gets the job. That's got to sting. So he goes and plays for the Colts, where he feels he has a great opportunity. And just like Colts magic, they lose their best weapon in Ebron. Ebron is going to the Steelers, where Mike Tomlin has got another tight end he could trust. Ever since he was a Tar Heel. Now, if the Patriots want to kind of win now, they got to get their offensive line in check. I think they signed Joe Tunney back with the franchise tag, keeping him around. So Tunney's back with the Patriots. You want to kind of keep some sort of a nucleus there in New England on the offensive line. If you're getting a new quarterback, which you are. So the first time in a long time, New England is going to have to find the right guy. But they got other problems. The defense is not stellar. They're good. They scheme well, but they're not stellar. So you're going to need somebody who can put up some points, who can keep the team honest. But you don't have the receivers. You do not have receivers. Julian Edelman is the only receiver you have, and he played the whole season last year hurt. And a hurt Julian Edelman did what he did last year. Imagine if he's healthy. But if you have no other weapons to go to, that's all you're going to have. So, I don't know. At this point, I can just clearly say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are better than the New England Patriots. And my talents is already gone. As you see, my bags are packed. I am gone. Don't call me back. Cino's in Tampa. Oh yeah, don't forget you can hit the Cash App up too. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. I'm out. I almost forgot to say that.